Hello, we are connected.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Um, if you guys can see us, just please write on the comment because my OBS is not working very well today, so I'm not sure if I'm live or not.
I
Do you
think
see
it's
us?
working.
Yeah.
At least for
Okay.
YouTube, it is.
Okay. Great. For Instagram, I'm not sure if it's working or not. Let's try. Hey, Dave. Hello. Okay, so we are live on YouTube. I'm trying to fix Instagram as well. Just give me
Okay.
a few minutes. It's yeah, not working. I don't know why. Trying. It has to work. Hello, Javier. Hello, Dave. Hello, people. Hello, Sara. All right, now it looks like Instagram is also working. So I have to press go live here. Yes, we are live also on Instagram, I guess. Hello,
All right.
everyone. Hello, people on
Hello.
Instagram. Hello, people on YouTube. I have the honor to present the amazing, talented digital sculptor and miniature painter, Sara Glez, right?
Hello.
Well, so as usual, I'm gonna ask you to start with when did you start sculpting? If you like to talk about what did you study and how was your journey like entering to the miniature world?
So basically, I used to paint like a lot, like drawing. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start with sculpting. I started drawing. And when I was thinking about what to study next, because I finished my studies
Mm-hmm.
and I had no idea where to go, I didn't want to study like regular arts in the like the usual way. And I know this illustrator called Lois. Do you know her?
Luis Royal?
Lois. She
Lois.
is.
Okay.
Maybe I can show some of her art.
Yeah, sure. If you can share your
Um,
screen, I can.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Is she Spanish as well?
No, she is. She's this illustrator from like what's this in English? Sorry.
It's fine. Take your
She's
time.
from the Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a big fan of her. I really love her art since
Mm-hmm.
like I was 14 or
Oh,
so.
pretty. Mm-hmm.
And she told about her about her studies,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that she also didn't want to study regular arts, so
Mm-hmm.
she went to animation school. So I started to look for animation schools, and I
Mm-hmm.
found one that they taught about video games.
Mm-hmm.
So they taught about concept art, sculpture. You can they also taught how to like do the video games, like video game design, etc. So I started looking for YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I found this ZBrush sculpting process, and I fell in love with it. So I started to look into more information about the sculpture and how the characters were made, and I really wanted to pursue that like a sculpture instead of drawing.
Okay.
So that's the reason why now I sculpt instead of drawing.
That's great. So
So
I'm happy that you decided to do it because you're really doing like really amazing stuff. I love the
thank you,
the stylized forms that you're creating. It's absolutely amazing.
thank you.
So when was it?
This was like, I think it was 6 years ago. It
Mm-hmm.
was like a 2 year study.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished the studies in 2020.
Okay.
just when the COVID started.
Okay.
So I was supposed to um, like finish my studies and then enter like a business and do
Mhm.
like some months of trying, but
Mhm.
I couldn't do that because of COVID.
Mhm.
So I stayed at home and I wanted to prepare my portfolio.
Mhm.
And when I finished my studies, the school where I was, they told me about miniatures because I didn't know anything about miniatures.
Okay.
I didn't even know about Warhammer.
Oh,
So
right. So you
yeah,
through sculpting you get to know about miniature world.
yes,
Me too.
I had no idea about the whole miniature world,
Yeah.
and they told me about it. And they told me about two businesses. They told me about Big Child Creatives
Mhm.
and Andrea Miniatures.
Mhm.
So I looked into information about Big Child.
Mhm.
I found their website and I really liked the miniatures they did.
Mhm.
So I thought, okay, I can prepare my portfolio and maybe I can send them an email.
Mhm.
Um, but when I was preparing my portfolio, I got contacted through LinkedIn
Okay.
to work on a video game.
Mhm.
So I started working on a video game.
So
Um,
you started video games and miniatures at the same time.
I started building my portfolio for miniatures, and at the
Okay.
same time, I started working on a video game. Yes,
Oh, that's amazing. So you got the
it
two
was a
opportunities.
stressful.
Yeah, but it's like you got the two opportunities at the same time, working for
Yes,
video games and
yes,
miniatures at the same time. This is not random, you know that like they're really selective on it. And it's
yes,
really like amazing that you got the chance to work for both at the same time, especially as a beginner. And
yes.
this is not like random, you know?
It was like the video game. It was a really small one, but
Mm-hmm.
sorry, my English. I
It's all right.
learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with them for like 10 or 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
And because I saw that the project was going to end,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I decided to send this email to Big Child, like I told you. So at the same time that I finished the video game project, I did an interview with Big Child, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when I started working with them.
That's amazing. And how long have you worked for Big Child?
Yes, I've been working for them for 3 years and 9 months,
Okay,
so
almost,
almost four
yeah,
years.
almost 4 years. That's
Yeah.
a lot. And I'm sure that you had a very good, great experience in
Yeah,
working
I
with,
learned a lot.
yeah.
Like practically everything I know about miniatures,
Mm-hmm.
they taught me about it.
That's great. And the other company in the miniature industry that you worked for, I forgot the name.
No, no, no. This one, Big Child was the first one.
Okay, and the second one?
Um,
Or there's no
not
second? Okay, there's no.
well. There was a second, but I didn't work for them.
Okay,
My school told me about them, but I never
okay,
worked with them.
okay, great. And as far as I understood, you are self-taught. Like you learned everything from YouTube, watching the tutorials, and you learned by yourself, right?
Mostly, I started learning by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to school, and in this school of video games,
Mm-hmm.
I learned like 90% of what I know about the sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Big Child, I learned a lot of about miniatures.
Okay, great.
But drawing, I learned by myself. Yes.
So coming from 2D to 3D,
Mhm.
do you find it easier knowing 2D and then learning 3D, or do you think that anyone can learn 3D without even knowing 2D?
I definitely think that 2D has helped me
Mm-hmm.
like go fast
Mm-hmm.
in the learning curve because as you may know, you learn something and
Mm-hmm.
then you go like this for like some time,
In
and
one
then you
line.
keep learning,
Yeah.
and then another. So
Right.
this like going up, it's
Mm-hmm.
a bit faster if you know 2D,
Mm-hmm.
because um mm, like you have some basics that you already know, and if
Mm-hmm.
you learn from zero, you have to learn those basics. But I don't think it's I don't think you have to know about 2D to
Mm-hmm.
sculpt. I think you can do it on its own.
I agree. It helps, but I think,
It helps,
yeah, I
but
think it's not necessary.
it's not necessary.
Yeah, exactly. Because the important thing is to understanding the forms, either through
Mhm.
knowing how to draw or through just watching and translating it into
Exactly.
3D. For me, it
Yes.
was the same. I also drew a lot in the past, and now I'm not
Mhm.
doing anymore. But it helps me for sure. But I don't consider myself a great painter or like a illustrator or whatever.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
yeah, but definitely I can say that that time that I was drawing and painting was the time that I could watch things, study them, and I didn't have the right tool to translate it into
Yes.
2D. But with 3D, it was easier for me, maybe because I like sculpting more than drawing, or
Hmm.
maybe I learned it like the right way, because actually I never went to school
That's
for
good.
for
Hmm.
drawing or either for 3D, none of them.
Hmm.
But I think maybe I had the right resources to learn 3D compared to 2D.
Yeah, I think now it's definitely a lot easier to
Mm-hmm.
study 3D because of YouTube and a lot of courses.
Yeah.
Like you can find any sculptor and ask them if they do like private teaching,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot easier with the internet.
Right. So.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that it's not as well as I think it's not necessary to draw to sculpt, and I also think it's not necessary to study to know how to sculpt, but
Mm-hmm.
it's fast
Of
if you
course.
do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's faster.
So I wanted to know, when you started, who did you find inspiring among the.
Maria Panfilova
I
is
knew
like
it. I knew it. Yeah, she's
she's the
inspiring.
best.
Yeah, she's the best. I can say that she
Yeah,
was my inspiring as well.
yeah.
But did you watch tutorials from her, or you just watched her artworks online and you got inspired, or?
I found her by Art Station, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then I searched her on YouTube, and I
Mm-hmm.
found this ZBrush. What's the name? Uh, ZBrush.
Summit.
It's like yeah, maybe it's like a 2 hour long video on YouTube that she's
She was in
show.
in in America and the US.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she was presenting, she was having a
yeah.
demo. Yeah, I watched it too.
I have
This is
those
interesting how
like
we
two
have the
of those.
same. Yeah,
I have them like saved on my computer because
me
if
too.
anytime I need to check them, I have them.
Yeah, we are two fans of Maria
Yeah,
Pamfilova here. Yeah, and it's
yeah,
it's funny that we both have the same experience with watching her, the same video, and then getting inspired. And this is amazing.
yeah.
Did you ever try to, like, um I'm not gonna say copying her style, but
Hmm.
try to imitate her style in your work? Because I can
I did,
see some things.
yeah, I did. I made a cat
Mm-hmm.
because I think she had on her shop like a tutorial of a
Yes.
dog and a cat or something like that, and I
Don't
did.
tell me you watched it.
I made the cat.
I watched it too. Yeah, I made a cat for Aradia miniatures.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There was this girl on the pumpkin with a cat in her
Yeah. I
side,
know which
and
one is.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the hat. So for that cat, I watched the tutorial by Maria Pamfilova, and I made a cat watching that because like it was my first
It's
cat.
a great tutorial.
Yeah, yeah. You see how we have exactly the same,
Yeah.
the same path that we came so far watching Maria Pamfilova's
Yeah.
exactly the same tutorials and the same videos, demos and stuff. Amazing. So the cat that you sculpted, could you like show us what did you sculpt, or if you have anything
Yes.
else in your portfolio, we would love to see.
Sure. Okay. Um,
Hello, Crystal. Hello into the content. Hello, everyone. Hello, Diogo. Who isn't a fan of her? Well, yeah, I know. But it's, I don't know. I find it every time interesting, talking about other artists who are
yes.
the same, having the same experience as me, and it's it's interesting.
Yes.
So
Definitely.
this is your website,
Yes.
saragles.spain.
Yes. And here is my portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's here somewhere.
All
No,
the
it's
amazing
not
work.
here.
So you didn't,
Okay.
okay.
Maybe it's in my
Instagram or
ArtStation.
okay.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
Instagram. You should definitely post it on Instagram.
I have it somewhere. Yeah. It seems like we are doing like showing everything I have. I have it somewhere.
I mean, it's all right if you don't find it. I was just curious to see. I'm also going to ask you to show us your favorite artwork that you have done so far and
All
tell us
right.
why you
I'm
like
going
it.
to do it because I don't think I have the cat.
Okay.
um, actually, I always like my work when I finished it, but
Mm-hmm.
when like weeks after, I hate it. So it's
No.
difficult to to say which one is a favorite. But I think this one
Yeah,
definitely
that's
is.
my favorite too, actually.
Thank you. I have been sculpting this for like
Mm-hmm.
mm, 4 months, I think, maybe
Mm-hmm.
5 months. But this was done after my regular job in Big Child. So after 8 hours of sculpting, I went home and I continue, and that was really hard to do. But I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have like a personal um, piece in my portfolio. I didn't want all my portfolio to be Big Child miniatures.
Okay,
So
so
I've
this is your personal work, not for Big Child, right?
yes, this is personal. It is
Okay.
based on a drawing by Daniela. Um, wait, which what was her name? Daniela. Oh, I hate this. I have it here written.
Okay.
Antonovic. Okay. If you don't know her, she's like an amazing illustrator. And I
Yes.
found her also on ArtStation,
Mm-hmm.
and I just loved the illustration.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I really love the tiny mouse.
Yeah, and the style is really
Yes,
really beautiful.
and
You did a
then
great job, actually.
thank you. And then it was also painted by HR
Amazing.
Miniatures.
He also did a great job. I love it.
Yeah,
I love both the sculpt and also the paint job.
thank you.
And so I see some details are kind of different from the illustration. Actually, you
Hmm.
I think trying to translate it from the illustration to the 3D, you made it well organized, I can say, and cleaner. Like, I don't know how
Hmm.
to say it. Like, it looks well organized, and there are some, some things changed. For example, I see that the mouth is like almost touching the pillow, but you made it a bit like upper. And I know
Yeah,
why you did it, because in 3D it's tricky. You might see
yeah.
something in 2D, it looks good, but in 3D,
But it doesn't work in
yeah,
3D, yes.
exactly. That's really wise that you made the mouth like not touching the pillow, because in 3D I can imagine that it looks, not kind of as
Yeah.
interesting as in the illustration. And the mouse is
I
really cute. And you
thank you.
made it bigger. I think it's because of the scale
Yeah, it was
actually.
too tiny. Like
Yeah.
I tried to I actually printed like two different sizes,
Mhm.
and the small one was really too small, so
Mhm.
I had to make it a bit bigger. Also, it's not the same style. This is more stylized. This is
Mhm.
a little bit more realistic.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know how to define my style really, because I like both of I like both of the two worlds. I like
Mhm.
realistic, but I also like stylized.
Mhm.
And I try to do like a mixed, I guess, because I don't really do like really realistic stuff,
Mhm.
but I don't really like to do everything like cartoon.
Well, I can say that we don't really have to name things. Like, I
Yeah,
know I also sometimes I get stuck naming my style. Like, am I doing like realistic, or this is something between realistic and stylized? I never
I
call
try to do
myself a
everything I
stylized
can. If
artist.
I can do like
Mm-hmm.
a cartoon, I will do it. If I can do a more
Mm-hmm.
realistic one thing, I will do it too.
Yeah, I think just enjoying the process.
Yeah.
It's like, if I want to call myself like a stylized artist, um, I think I shouldn't, because I just don't find my stylized figures as interesting as the realistic ones. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's something between, like you can see some exaggerations,
Yeah.
and then you see super realistic things in my portfolio. And sometimes
Hmm.
even I myself get confused, like, which one is me? Like, if this is like describing Layla's style, then what is this? And then I'm like, okay, I don't have a style, I just do what I like. I think
Yeah,
that's better
exactly.
to not just don't confuse yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I do what I love.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So now you're freelancing, or you're working for a company?
Yes, I'm freelancing.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to like stop working with big tile. I
Mm-hmm.
decided that I wanted to make different things,
Mm-hmm.
maybe do more of a large scale sculpture instead
Mm-hmm.
of so many 35 millimeters. I still do them,
Mm-hmm.
and like same as the style, I don't want to only do like pasts or only do 75. I want to do everything,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to try different things. I've always liked different um, shops
Mm-hmm.
and different um, what's the name? Uh,
Like,
like I always liked Black Crow miniatures,
mm-hmm.
mine work. Also, like I have a lot of boxes with miniatures to paint that I don't
Mm-hmm.
have time to paint, but I like different kind of
Mm-hmm.
miniatures, and I wanted to work with as many clients as possible.
That's
So
great. And that's
yeah,
adventurous and great. This way you can, learn a lot, because if you want to have multiple clients, then you're gonna learn different things from each client.
yes,
And
exactly.
yeah, I think it's good. Maybe, one thing about freelancing is that people say that it's not stable, but I think it worth it, because for freelancing is like, I mean, also for you that you're also painting. It's
Mhm.
like you always have the opportunities. You can choose between
Yeah.
sculpting or painting. By the way, I'm very curious to know, how are you so good at both of them? Because me, I'm terrible with painting. I tried only once with one bust and was terrible. I'm not patient. I cannot. I tried, but I cannot.
I wasn't patient before.
Yeah.
Like I would told you before we were going live.
Mm,
I used to make one drawing every
mhm.
day, so I
Okay.
didn't have like any patience really. And when I started sculpting, I learned what patience means, and I
Mhm.
learned that it is a process, and that I can't make a miniature in one day, and I
Mhm.
can paint a miniature in one day, because I also wanted to like start painting today, and
Finish it
tomorrow I
today.
will have it finished.
Yeah.
But it's not, that's not how it works.
Mm.
So I I don't think I'm that good really, because I haven't painted
Oh,
that many pieces. But thank you.
I love that.
I've went to thank you. I've went to some. I have learned from Sergio Vilches. He has
Sorry,
done like many
Sergio.
classes. Sergio Vilches,
Which one is it? Is it the one that I met in in Spain? Because I confuse them. There's two Sergio. I always confuse
probably.
them.
I can show
Is it
the
the okay? Is it
Instagram.
the blonde one or is it the the
No,
dark hair one? So it's the dark hair one, I
no.
guess.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, I got
wait.
it. So you learned from
When,
him.
yes, I went
Amazing,
to like
amazing.
maybe or five classes with him, and
Mm-hmm.
then also I've learned from Marc Masclans, um, Miguel Matias, Ruben. Um,
You got all the masters to learn from.
I don't know. I was working in Big Child, so I could work. I
Mm-hmm.
could go to some of the classes that they
Mm-hmm.
arranged there. But I also went to classes outside Big Child.
Okay.
So with Sergio, I went to a private class, and
Mm-hmm.
then to like I went with like 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to paint TV style, for example, with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I also learned from, do you know Pepa Saavedra?
Probably I know, but what? Not with the name.
She's like the most known female painter, and it was really cool
Okay.
to go to a class with her.
I would really love to see his Instagram or portfolio somewhere if you can share it with us.
Yes, of course. Give me a second.
David just wrote that Sergio was at Contrast when we were there. I think, yeah, I think, and I was so surprised because even in Contrast, I didn't know him, and all of a sudden he said that I'm this guy. I was like, did you paint this? It's the same guy that I'm talking to. And I was like, this is
Yeah,
amazing because I
he
didn't
doesn't like
know
to
him.
show his face.
Yeah, like many of artists, I think many of us we don't do it. I mean,
Yeah,
I always, especially in the events, I see people and I don't know who am I talking to, and then
yeah,
suddenly I realize, oh, it's the same guy. Do you know that I love this piece by you? And he's like, no,
yeah.
no, it's nothing. And I was like, come on, you're so good.
It's the
And
same
yeah,
for me.
um,
So this is Sergio.
okay, yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's amazing.
amazing, absolutely amazing.
And this is Peppa.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know with the names because I'm also bad with remembering the
Yeah,
names, but I remember everyone with their work. For example, I love that bus that is by uh Ignis Miniatures, if I'm
this one.
pronouncing the name. Yeah, if
Yeah,
I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Ignis is called,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I really love this one.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, I think okay. I lost the connection for a second. Okay, now we're back. I lost the connection for a second. So
It's okay.
Crystal is asking, will Sarah be in contrast this end of May? Sarah, will you come to
No,
contrast? No,
no, I'm going to the
disappointing.
World Model Expo in July,
Yeah,
so I can't go to the contrast.
that's sad, but it's okay. Maybe I will go to World Model Expo as well, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But definitely I will
Oh,
be in contrast. We have
I will try
another.
maybe next year.
Yeah, yeah, you should, you should. We have another comment on Instagram. Adam wrote, to be honest, I think nowadays companies, wait, I don't have my glasses. I'm a granny. I think nowadays companies and even potential clients are looking artists with narrowed artist style so that they could get the most out of that specific style. Well, I'm not really sure. If I tell you my own perspective, I think when you put something in your portfolio, this means that you're able to do that. And the client who wants to commission you the same style or the same thing or something similar to that is gonna ask you anyway, no matter what.
Hmm.
No matter if he see like five of them or if he see only one, he's gonna
Yeah,
come to you and he's gonna ask like, you have this thing, this girl, for example, in your portfolio. I
yes.
want something similar or I want something exactly the same. He's
Yeah,
gonna ask you.
actually, I think what you put in your portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
it's important because you can put everything, or you can put what you want to work
Yeah,
at. For
exactly.
example, if you don't like to, I mean, I like I told you before, cartoon style is not my favorite, but I have
Mm-hmm.
done works
Mm-hmm.
with cartoon style, but I don't upload everything to my portfolio because I prefer to do something more in between or more
Mm.
realistic. So I think what you put in your portfolio is important so that the client they will ask what they see.
Exactly, exactly. And I
Yeah,
think it's a wise decision to put things that you like, only the things that you like in your portfolio, not the things that you
yeah,
don't like. Because if they see, they're gonna ask. And if you don't want the same kind of clients, I mean, not the client, I mean the same kind of
yeah.
commissions,
Hmm.
um, better to just don't put it in your portfolio. This way, you will
Exactly.
not get the
Yes.
same commission.
Hmm.
Another thing that I always ask from almost every host, every guest that I had, is that what do you think about AI taking sculptors' job in the future? Because this is worrying a lot, especially the youngers who want to start and they are
Yeah.
worried like, oh, but it's a lot of work to do now, and if I start, I will, for example, spend like 5 years of my life on getting better, and once I'm better,
Hmm.
AI will take our place. So what should we do now?
I don't think it's going to take the place of artists,
Mm-hmm.
but I think each one of us can choose between using it or not using it
Mm-hmm.
to, um, I mean, you can go fast. For example, in video games,
Mm-hmm.
there's different stages in video games. You don't always sculpt. You maybe have to, you start the sculpture and then you do the UV mapping, which is like
Mm-hmm.
taking the skin of the character and place it
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like unfold it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you texture it, and then like you have lots of steps, and some of them are really a pain in it's a
Yeah.
pain. So maybe you want to, maybe they in the future artists will use the AI to go faster
Mm-hmm.
in that stage, so you can sculpt more and then you can texture more.
Mm-hmm.
Just an example. And I think it will be the same in miniature sculpting. I think I've talked about this with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an artist. He's he does stuff with computers.
Okay.
But talking with him, we both think that for miniatures there will be two kind of clients. One client may maybe want to have a miniature like really quick,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't care about the if it's cool, if it's done with like
AI
they don't.
or human,
Yeah,
not the best
yeah,
quality,
they will
maybe
don't
just
care.
something quickly done.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They will just want the miniature quickly, and they won't want to pay too much.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there will be another client that wants the art in the miniature. They will want to have like a beautiful miniature done with time, with no rush. Um, and I think that will be the future. Like each one of us will be
Can
able to
choose.
choose to use it or not use it, but I don't think that AI will replace all the
Mm-hmm.
work for the sculptors.
That's good. That's the very positive way of
Yes.
looking at it, and I have the same opinion. I think it will take some place, but maybe not
Hmm.
fully. It will maybe
Yeah.
help us to work faster, easier, and
Yeah.
it might take the place of for example, a quick projects place. But if
Hmm.
you want to like if you want to do something artistic maybe or something with the style,
Yes.
maybe at the end of the day you're gonna need a human to refine it at least a little bit.
Yes. And
So
I also think that people who won't use it,
mhm,
uh, mm, they will be more recognizable, I think, maybe just for the fact that they do all by themselves.
mhm,
I think maybe that will be an option.
mhm. So another thing that I want to like talking about your experience with cartoonish styles and
Hmm.
also your experience in the 2D field and 3D after that. I wanted to ask you, did you use the same style from uh, drawing and painting in your sculpting, or you tried to improve it through the time?
Um, I've in 3D and in 2D, I had the same. I've tried different styles all the time,
Okay.
but I try to improve everything all the time. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense because I believe that, especially for digital artists, which we are included as digital artists,
Yeah. Hmm.
we always need to update ourselves with the new things that are coming every
Hmm.
year, every month. We have new things, new updates, and
Yeah.
I think you always need to adapt yourself with the market, with the client, with what they
Hmm.
want, and with the new styles, maybe with the situation. And I think it makes sense that you're saying I'm always improving. And also, beside that, I think everyone, even the great masters, are always learning, and it never stops
Yeah.
because experiencing means you're learning.
Yeah.
It's experience, even if it's the 100th time that you're doing the same thing.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that you're not learning anything. It means that
Yeah.
you're progressing, you're being faster. Maybe you're learning a new way doing the same thing. mm, or maybe you're just seeing it from a different view every time that you're doing the same thing. So I think improving
Yeah.
always happens.
There's something that I do every day, and
Mm-hmm.
it's go into ArtStation, and I always check everything,
Mm-hmm.
that like the new posts, and anything that I like about a sculpture done by someone else,
Mm-hmm.
I check it and I check the anatomy and I say, oh, okay, I have done this thing like wrong all the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
learn, okay, I have to do it like this,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I can improve this thing. I think watching videos and looking into different artists' work, it's
Mm-hmm.
really helpful.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, another question. I have a lot of questions, sorry. So, I wanted to know, do you prefer painting or sculpting? I mean, in miniature, painting miniatures or sculpting miniatures?
Um, I think both for different reasons.
Okay,
For work,
I want
I
to know
prefer,
the reasons.
yeah, yeah. For work, I prefer
No
sculpting.
way.
I
Wait a
wouldn't like
second.
to, yeah.
Wait a second. We were just talking about Maria Pamfilova and she just jumped in. I want to say
No,
that I am so excited because we were just talking about you. If you're still
yeah.
watching Maria, we are both fans. We are both fans of you, and we both started to learn watching your tutorials and your demo in the US. I don't know if you remember that it's still online. We both have it saved on our computer. And I'm just like, my heart is like boom, 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 boom now. How do you feel about it, Sarah? You have some time to, if she's still watching, I'm not sure if she's still watching.
I'm lost of words. I'm I'm a big fan since I started sculpting.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. So sorry for the interruption. You were
No,
saying
it's
something
okay.
that I forgot.
Um, yeah, that I prefer for work, I prefer to sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
But because I think painting is a hard work as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always preferred like transforming an idea or a concept art into a 3D.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to stop thinking and relax, I prefer painting
Okay. So,
because I go into automatic and I stop thinking about anything and I can relax when I paint.
okay. So, as I understood, you mean sculpting is more challenging than painting, and painting is more of like relaxing when you're painting
Yeah,
miniatures.
for me
That's
personally, yes.
well, this shows that you're patient because I'm not patient. I cannot wait. I want it to be done as fast as possible.
But you can learn to be patient.
Yeah, maybe I
I
should.
wasn't patient at all
Mm-hmm.
before.
Okay. So, guys, if you have any questions to ask Sarah, because she's great at both sculpting for miniatures and she has experience with video games as well. And she's also a great a miniature painter. So,
Thank you.
if you have questions, because this is my first time actually hosting a sculptor and miniature painter at the same time. So she does both. If you have any questions, please write in the comments. We're live both on YouTube and Instagram as well. And yeah, I think I'm done with the questions. If you have anything to say, any final words, anything, especially
No, nothing.
to those that want to start but they are worried all the time.
Mm, just don't stress and
Mm-hmm.
start with the basics
Mm-hmm.
because um, we have to start from the base and keep
Mm-hmm.
working to like um yeah, like take a face instead of trying to make a face.
Mm-hmm.
Try to make an eye, then make a nose, make a
Mm-hmm.
mouth, and start little by little.
Oh, that's. I want to show you something because we are very similar, and I really
Okay.
want to tell you that the first thing that I wrote here in my little notebook here is this. I don't know if you can see it. I wrote, if it seems overwhelming, try to do it step by step. One thing
Yes.
that you just said, because when I started, I was like looking, for example, at Maria Pamfilova. I was looking at James Kane. I was looking
James
at
Kind. Yeah.
Daniel Bell. I was looking at all the great masters, and
Hmm.
I was like, no, I will never be as good as them. And as you said, I reminded myself that this is like all step by step. I have to, first learn how to do the nose, how to do the eyes, how to sculpt the ears, little by little. I don't have to become like Maria Pamfilova now.
Yeah. Exactly. Like you don't have to be extraordinary. Like
Yeah,
just
exactly.
today, you just have to be consistent
Hmm.
and keep working every day, and you will see the improvement over time.
Exactly. And it's like AI is scary for all of us, I know, but
Hmm.
don't let it to stop you from what gives you joy. Like I when I started, I was really passionate about what I was doing, and I am still passionate about what I'm doing.
Hmm.
So I think I'm not gonna stop, and those who want to start to, do sculpting, they shouldn't stop either.
Yeah,
David,
I think the same.
yeah, David just wrote, hope to meet you at World Model Expo. Yes, David, she's coming, and you
Yes, of
both,
course.
yeah, and you both are not coming to Contrast, which is making me sad a little bit.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I will try my best to come to World Model Expo, but I'm not sure. I have to see. Because
Are
it's,
you going to Monte this year?
well, Monte will be easy for me to go every year because I'm living in
Okay.
Italy, so
Yeah.
it's like always easy. Unless I move somewhere else, and then it will be like, oh no, I want to go to Monte, but I can't. But once I'm living in Italy, it's just, get on the train and just go to Florence.
Yeah.
and and yeah, so we have no comments, no questions. I think I'm not gonna take your time more than this. I really
Okay.
appreciate the time that you put to, answer my questions and to be
Thank you for
here.
having me, for
Of
inviting me.
course, of course. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Sarah, if you have anything to say,
No, just thank you for inviting, and thank you for everyone watching. And I hope it was fun to watch.
you're welcome. It was. I loved it. All right. Next week, guys, I will not be live. I will be in Rome. I will have a workshop with Brian. I will post about it soon. And I will, for the first time in my life, I will be sculpting with my hands, traditionally with
Oh,
clay.
cool.
Yes, I'm so excited about it.
That's so
And
cool.
yeah, I will post a lot. I'm sure that I will post a lot. You'll get tired of me always posting stuff like she's not even good at sculpting with hands, and she's like every day waking up and posting because I'm planning to do that. And it will take 2 weeks, I think, and then I will have to go to Poland to Contrast. So during this time, I might not be able to go live on YouTube, but I will try to go live on Instagram. So next Monday, if I don't go live, don't wait for me. I know also last week I was a little bit sick, so I didn't go live. Sorry about that. And thank you for watching today. Thank you for being here, and see you soon, everyone. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.